Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to another episode of Garage Topics. Today I'm going to let you know what the plan is for Garage Topics going forward, what's going on with me, what's going on with cars, what's good in the hood. Some of you may know I got married last year. It's been awesome, no regrets, no regrets. But with that, I kind of have matured a little bit. It hasn't been my wife saying nag, hasn't been that whatsoever. It's just me growing up, figuring out things. So, I thought about things. I've had like 8 cars since I've been with my wife, and she's had 1. And hers getting pretty old. So what we've decided to do is that she's gonna need a car, and we're together all the time now, so we need a main car that we can go out to like on the weekends to carry all our crap, do outdoorsy things like mountain biking, snowboarding and stuff like that. We need a capable car of doing that. So what's happened is that we pinpointed we need like an SUV, small SUV kind of thing. Don't need one, but it'd be nice to have one. So the G8 right now is our main family car, and it hasn't been the most reliable car I've had. I have no regrets getting it. I really wanted one. I can check it off my list saying I've had one, but my end goal for that G8 is to have it as a manual transmission, get rid of all the displacement on demand stuff, and do a ton of work. When in reality, I could just pick up a Chevy SS, which has all of that already included stock, without having to put in a ton of work and money. It just doesn't make sense. So I never thought I'd think about this, but I'm actually selling/sold the G8. It's sad to see it go, but honestly, I was thinking about it. I was more upset to see the Miata go than I was the G8. I had a lot of passion with the Miata as far as fixing it, building up the channel, building up my skill set, and it was sad to see that thing go. The G8, I kind of didn't do too much to it. I think I really enjoy tinkering with stuff and making it better from when I started with it. With the G8, I kind of just drove it. Same thing with the truck. I'm going to be sad to see this truck go. It's still here, but I've put a lot of work and time into it, and what the payoff is for not being sad all the time when I sell it is if I can make some money to fund the next project or come out of the blue instead of wasting a ton of money, which I don't think is going to happen with the Tacoma whatsoever. But with that being said, main car is going to be SUV kind of thing. Actually, Honda CR-V. Not the coolest car, but it's going to do the job. That's going to be the main rig for the weekend. That's going to be my wife's car mainly. Now it comes down to what she's driving now. You may have seen it in the videos, but she has a 2006 Hyundai Elantra that is teal. It is ugly, but it has been the most reliable car that I've ever seen. She's had it for 10 years now, and there hasn't been a single thing go wrong with that car, knock on wood somewhere. But it's too reliable to get rid of. It's not worth anything because those cars just lose their value really quick, and it's been in an accident before, so no one really wants it that much. It's worth much more to us and our family than it is to anyone else. So with that being said, I'm going to take that on as my main daily driver car, which isn't the coolest thing. It's probably the least cool car I've ever had as a daily driver, but it's going to get me to and from where I need to be for work. It's mainly just going to be going back to work. I travel a little bit, so when I go to the airport, I can just sit at the airport and be fine. Rack up miles, pretty much driving into the ground. And while I'm saving money driving that thing, I'm going to be saving up for my next main daily driver. But I can't just have the Elantra. So the Miata really spoke to me. I really like working on that, but I wanted something a little bit bigger. I may not have told you guys, but the original plan when I sold the Miata was to try and pick up a Honda S2000, and I just stumbled upon a Tacoma because the ideal situation for me, at least, would be a Tacoma main car, S2000 side project car. But the Tacoma popped up, have no regrets with that. I recently moved. Where I lived at before was pretty much highways to everywhere, straight roads. The G8 was perfect, but now the roads are awesome here. They're super windy, right next to the Blue Ridge Parkway, which is just curves. It's basically a mini version of Tail of the Dragon, which is on the East Coast. It's like 6 hours from here. Same road kind of, but you get the point. I'll do a drive along on my ride to work. It's crazy. But my thinking is that if I can get an S2000 to replace the truck, that'll be my summer car, spring, fall car, when it's sunny out, nice car, but also I can tinker around with. In the winter, when salt gets on the road, I won't drive it at all, but I'll use that time to do bigger projects on it to build it up to the next level. I think there's a ton of potential with those cars. I think they look awesome. I don't think they're gonna look old anytime soon. And my personal opinion is that I don't think they're gonna lose any more value. I think they pretty much hit rock bottom. And in maybe like 10 years or so, they'll see that Porsche effect where the prices go up on them for a nice condition one. That being said, I don't want to buy a mint S2000 because that way there's not that much work to do to it. But I don't want a piece of crap either that's been run to the ground. I'm just kind of just paying to have the S2000 nameplate, but just a piece of junk car. So I'm either going to look for a decently well kept, rebuilt S2000, and preferably one that's had the soft top slash seat stolen, that kind of rebuilt. When that happens, that loss of that value counts as a rebuild. The car itself is structurally fine, but the car just has that ugly title, which makes it worth less. But I don't want to keep buying and selling cars. I kind of want to have a car that I keep for a long time, and that would be a good excuse to not sell it because it would be a pain in the ass to sell a rebuilt car. Other option I have is to get a S2000 with some miles, but I want a clean history, but it can be dirty. If it's like kind of crusty and just the paint's a little weird and a couple dents here and there, that's what I'm looking for. Mechanically sound though, I want it to have some at least history of owners, some proof to show that the engine's been taken care of, so I'm not buying a dud. That's what I'm thinking about, and let me know what you think. I think that would be a good fit for me personally. That's my main priority, making sure that I'm happy, making sure that I'm not just trying to impress everyone, but I think you guys will like the S2000 too. As far as Tacoma's trucks go, that's my future vision, like 3 to 5 years, pick up a Tacoma as my main car to replace that Hyundai. But for now, I'm gonna drive that thing into the ground. I think it's be a unique challenge to make that Hyundai look cool. It doesn't look cool at all, so I might set a modest budget, a couple $100 because I'm pretty much gonna throw away money at that point to make it look cool somehow, some way, but still be reliable. Kind of like Mighty Car Mods in their early days where they just picked up these really cheap cars and made them kind of cool. That's the vibe I'm getting for that Hyundai. I actually like driving it, but it's ugly as sin, so we gotta change that. That's all I got. I hope you enjoy that. I'm gonna do some videos on the CRV from a enthusiast point of view. It's not an enthusiast car, don't get me wrong, but for our family it fits our needs great. We're gonna have it a long time, and I secretly like it. It's good. It's a good fit. I'll do that. I'll do some videos on the Hyundai Elantra, making sure that that doesn't make me feel terrible every day to drive it, make it cool somehow. Finally, I'll trying my best to go through the whole process of picking up an S2000. For the ones I'm looking for, the price point I'm looking for, they go pretty quick, so if I can get to one and have enough time to record the process, I'll do it so I can share the whole experience with you. If you got any questions, let me know. If you got any opinions, let me know. Are there any kind of videos you want me to show you more of? I'm open to that. I got some buddies with cars. I'd like to do some garage tours, check out people's garages to see what they're doing in theirs. That's all I got. Thanks a lot for watching. Feel free to subscribe, tell your dog, because dogs are cool. Watch with your dog. Peace out.